lots of thoughts trying to come out at the same time. But,
Austerity 2.0. Is Labour's £6 billion welfare reform an economic miracle or a disaster for the vulnerable? Watch till the end of the video and we'll discuss it in depth.
Welfare system, it's not working for anyone. It's not working for the people who depend on it, and it's not working for taxpayers. The only way that you get the welfare bill on a more sustainable footing is by getting more people into work.
Has your department carried out an impact assessment of how many people will be affected by these cuts?
I'm not talking about that because my objective is to...
Is that a yes or a no?
My objective is to get people into work, into good work.
We had a planning, it was in our manifesto, that would have realised savings of £12 billion a year from the welfare budget. That would have included things like toughening up the so-called work capability assessments to make sure that only people who are really genuinely unwell are able to claim disability benefits. It's gone sort of far too wide. People are now being able to get signed off because they've got, anxiety, and are then not having to even look for a job.
People are anxious.
Well, sometimes they are, but I think it's gone far too far, and it is costing us billions and billions of pounds a year, and we need to make the system, frankly, a little bit tougher. Benefits have actually gone up, quite significantly. The actual level of benefits have gone up quite significantly. I'm sure that is something the government ought to be looking at as well. But there are like I said, £140 billion a year that are being spent on working age benefits, people that should be working, and that figure is frankly far too high. And I say that not just because of defence spending, but to spend taxpayers' money. Every single one of those £140 billion is paid for by someone getting up early, going to work, working hard, paying their taxes, and I think the number is just too high.
So the government is pushing £6 billion, £6 billion in welfare cuts. It's been posited that the UK government is completely fucking bankrupt and they've denied such things, but these kind of reforms make you think otherwise. These reforms, these welfare cuts, are targeting the most vulnerable through stricter eligibility requirements, rules and benefit freezes. Both Labour and Tory MPs are backing these changes, proving once again that those in need, basically if you're fucked, you have no champions whatsoever in Westminster. People on universal credit deemed unfit for work will see payments cut, while those with disabilities will face tougher criteria to access personal independence payments. A lifeline, may I add, that helps cover the extra costs of being disabled. This isn't about fairness or economic prudence. Ministers haven't even carried out an impact assessment to see how many lives they will ruin. Meanwhile, billionaires and corporations remain untouched. There's no crackdown on tax avoidance and no effort to recover billions lost to pandemic contracts from the likes of Michelle Moon. Just an ideological assault on those least able to fight back. Beyond the moral outrage, this policy is economically illiterate. Forcing disabled people into hardship will push more pressure onto the NHS and increase long-term costs. It won't create jobs or raise wages. It will drive more people into poverty and crisis. And a government's first duty, is it not? Is it not the government's first duty to protect its citizens? Yet Keir Starmer and the Labour government are choosing to punish the vulnerable whilst the rich remain completely untouchable. And the worst part, Labour isn't even standing up for anyone. They aren't even standing up for it whatsoever. That's who the real Labour Party is. That's who the real Labour Party is, led by this red Tory Keir Starmer. But let me know what you think in the comments. I've been Jake from Just Jake. As always, subscribe to the channel and feel free to buy me a beer, but not a real one. Just one of those support the channel ones. See you next time. You actually made it to the end of the video. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, which, why haven't you already, is somewhere over there. And also, if you want to watch more videos, also check out over there. I've been Jake from Just Jake. See you later.